What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of What the Game Means to Me. I'm, of course, one half of the pod, Jelani Brown. Got my co-host again with me today. Thaddeus Bell, how you doing today, bro?
What's good, man? I'm chilling. Good Monday, good start to the month. But we got another show today and another special guest, so let's get to it. We're ramping this football content up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like you said, definitely excited for this guest. Me and Thad both know him, grew up with him, played with him for a little bit, so definitely excited to chop it up with him. Of course, get into it, about his overall football journey, where he's at today. He's got a few watch lists under his belt for this upcoming season, so definitely excited to talk about that. Some expectations for him and his team coming into the year. Just hitting on some other hot topics in football news as well. So definitely excited to get into it with him. We'll definitely bring him on after after we drop the tape. So here we go.
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win!
Don't you open your mouth about the best, or I'm gonna shut it for you real quick. LOB.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Lewis gets it to LeBron for three for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer.
Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
What was your mindset when you stepped in the batter's box?
Go yard. I mean, I'm a pitcher. Why not swing as hard as I can? I got nothing to lose.
It's nothing to man above. Don't put you in situations that you can't handle. Instead of saying, why me? They're saying this is what he want me to do. And, Cleveland! This is for you!
The way we approach the game is the same way we approach life. You do the right thing. You make the right play. Make the right play. And in life, it's the same thing. What do you feel in your heart is the right thing to do? And you do that. It seems so simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things to do. And I think it's just that.
Welcome to
What?
The game.
Me.
To me.
All right. And we're back. And like I said, excited to bring him in. Mr. Jordan Ferguson. How you doing today, bro?
What's up, family? Pretty good, man. Excited to get to talk to you guys today.
Exactly.
Yes,
So,
sir.
like we said, we both grew up with you. Both know how much, obviously, football and just sports in general, mean to you. We've played football with you, played basketball with you, seen you grow. So, first thing we always ask our first guests when we first come on, just kind of, what the game means to you. Really any sport, anybody that's kind of had, impact on your life, through your journey so far. So, kind of just what those, what is football, basketball, whatever the case may be, what the game mean to you?
Hell yeah. First off, I want to thank y'all for having me today. And I always want to thank God, because he gave us all three, ability to play sport, gave us a purpose in life, to whether that's to play sports, to coach sports, or even, like you guys are doing with the podcast. And I feel like I want to thank my mom and my brother too for introducing me to football at first. I started playing when I was four or 5 years old. And I think, first and foremost, sports year round, football, basketball, track, whatever it is, keep you out of trouble,
Yeah.
It kind of teaches you structure, unity with teams. It's just, I feel like it's so much, man. Just give us family members like you guys, It's been like probably 5-6 years, maybe more, where I can get to talk to y'all like this, and like we click on all cylinders, man. So the brotherhood we have, just so many opportunities, so many connections you get to have with the sport. And I wish I was playing 6'5", playing basketball, but God called me to play football, so I'm blessed now. But that's what I think the sport means to me, first and foremost.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Like you said, we all wish we was a little bit taller, a little bit stronger. Like you said, be in the league, but you got a chance to be in one of the leagues, just not maybe not basketball, but obviously the NFL is definitely in your horizon. But of course, like I said, what the game means to you, but just kind of you kind of just spoke on it a little bit, but maybe just some tidbits, kind of like your journey, to where you got today. Obviously, like I've been saying, multi-sport athlete. You played football at Duluth, you played football at St. Francis, basketball at St. Francis too. Won you a few state championships. Went to Norcross as well. and like you said, had a lot of offers, at Middle Tennessee, and flourishing there. So just kind of talk about journey to kind of how you got to where you are today, highs and the lows, and just what made you into the player you are.
Yeah, so I'll go back. I mean, I grew up in DeKalb County. Used to play DeKalb County ball at North DeKalb growing up my whole life. Um, they had a weight limit back in the day, so y'all know me. I wanted to be a skill player. I was always too heavy to play running back and linebacker, so I used to always have to lose weight. And I think it was probably like third, fourth grade. It's my first year playing Gwinnett, GFL football at Gwinnett. Went out there third grade because they don't have a weight limit or anything. Played for Norcross and would bounce back and forth from DeKalb to Gwinnett. Me and my family, we always say, DeKalb County football way better than Gwinnett. Y'all know that too, man. We got.
I think now.
Yeah,
Nah, he right on that. Nah, I grew up. I played football too over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But everybody got their own opinion about that. But yeah, so go back and forth, and I moved to Duluth, sixth grade. Man, I was playing Duluth. We played Duluth Middle my first game, and I was playing for Snellville still. I was still on the other side or whatever. Played them boys, smacked them boys up a little bit, told them we was gonna beat them. And then I think seventh grade, I went back to DeKalb County for one more year, and then eighth grade, that's when Coach Grimm, Coach Jarvis kind of coordinated together, got us all together on one team. Where we came with y'all in high school. Coach Jarvis left, man.
Yeah.
Kind of a little heartbreaker, but we all, what I'm saying, we all got to play with each other freshman year, play with y'all boys, and I feel like, kind of like a lot of people don't know this, but I feel like that's kind of what made me, man, because eighth grade, I got cut from, y'all know I love basketball, I got cut from the eighth grade basketball team in middle school. That's when I kind of, and then later on in that summer, played AAU, got cut from my AAU team that I grew up playing with. So that kind of hit me hard, what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that kind of changed me, what I'm saying? It wasn't even football that kind of, made that switch in my life. So I kind of wanted to transition my body a little bit. And I just remember that whole summer, it was just grind, what I'm saying? I was angry. A couple highs and lows. I mean, y'all figure out, a lot of people don't know I went to 6 high schools, man, for many different reasons, whether it's better opportunity, mom and dad, getting in trouble or whatever. But I feel like that was some of the lows. But that whole time, I feel like I maintained a good GPA, high grades to get to, what I'm saying, even have that opportunity to upgrade to go to school and play college football. After I left, y'all left, we all kind of, our class, 2017 class, kind of split 10th grade. Me and Avery went to St. Francis, and Jamarius went to Archer. Everybody with their separate ways. Played out there for 2 years, won the state championship. My sophomore year, we were like number 1, number 2 in the country that year in basketball. That was fun getting to play with all those NBA players because I'm like real close with them today. What I'm saying? That's what the game brings, like connections. Like I remember junior year, I was with Kobe Simmons, and he's so close with Stephen Curry. We got tickets to the ATL game. We got passes. What I'm saying? We in the A. What I'm saying? We stand after for the away team. So it's little stuff like that. Malik Beasley. What I'm saying? I can always call and get tickets or whatever. Just that connection, man. And from there, our coach left us junior year at St. Francis, so we all left after the season, and we, we're trying to go. I got my first offer there from Mercer and junior year, so I was a late bloomer. Kind of went off from there, where I started getting, bigger and bigger offers, Power 5 offers. So yeah, I went to Lanier after that, and got in some trouble. Left Lanier and went to this is spring. Like I ain't played season yet. Left there. Went to Walnut Grove and like Monroe, Athens area with my dad. Didn't work out. Me and Dad, I didn't even, I'm enrolled, but still summer school. So we do a summer workout.
Yeah.
Me and him butt heads, whatever, fall out. Left. So this is like 3 weeks before school about to start senior year. I didn't know where I was gonna go. I was trying to go to ING. I was gonna go to Cartersville, Avery, and I think so happened. I think Maloof and my mom or whatever kind of talked or whatever, and then that's when I decided to go to Norcross to move my grandma. We all moved my grandma in Norcross with her. Went there for senior year. Man, it was rough, man, because at first, I was doing well, balling first game. Like, I was going, first game in the Georgia Dome, the Coach Kev Classic, had a great game against Walton. Had another game against North Gwinnett the next week on TV. We had a really good game. We had a bye week after that, man. I remember everything went downhill, man, but I'm so old enough now and more so mature, I can look at myself and say I was the problem, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that's one of my lows too. I used to point the fingers at everybody else, and I didn't realize the influence I had on people. You know what I'm saying? Whether I wanted to or not. But like I say, like that's just God calling for me. And I mean, I just had to like, even when I came to college, I had to realize like I can influence in a good way or a bad way, whether I want to or not. And it's like today, man. I knew in college I was still a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? 4 years old. This longest whole journey, and I had so many men in my life to, you know what I'm saying, steer me the right way. Even like that, your pop, you know what I'm saying? He was just looking out for me and talking to me throughout the process, and just, you know what I'm saying? Because he's seen stuff in me that I didn't see in myself back in the day. So I always got to be blessed for mom, because she could have been lost it all messing with me, man. Just could have stripped her out to the max, but she never gave up on me. And I think that's what drives me to this day, man. And, I really, really started blowing up a lot when I went to Lanier, man. I was getting Power 5 offers, Arizona, Baylor, just going all over, play Pac-12, Big Ten, ACC. Um, went to Norcross, they kept rolling in, but I got in a little bit of trouble, and I wouldn't get really too much trouble, butting head with the coaches. And like I say, pointing fingers at nobody. It was all Jordan Ferguson. It was all me. I was young. I didn't really understand, and I still had a lot of opportunities to go like Missouri, Kentucky, Vandy, but when I was at Lanier, coach, a guy named Mike Powley came to watch me practice, and I had got really, really close with him. And like through all the Power 5 schools, all the big group of 5 schools, they was just on me the whole time. And I know that's a little later on, but yeah, this is why I'm here, the journey where I am today. And like I said, man, I came here freshman year still missing workouts, not going to class, doing nothing that. Y'all know, y'all laugh because y'all know, man. But this is about a growth, man. Just maturing, man. I'm blessed today, man, because I wouldn't be in a position if all that stuff didn't happen.
Exactly. Like I said, I mean, honestly, it segues right into kind of what that was going to ask as well, because like you said it, you had a bunch of offers, and you had a lot of places that were looking at you, but
Yeah. Shoot. Why MTSU? Because like we said, you had a whole bunch of offers, Power 5, Group of 5. And people don't know, I know we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but you played a lot of positions. You didn't play 3-tech or 5-tech your entire career. You played, on the offensive side of the ball. You toted the route, you caught the ball, all that. But why MTSU? Because all these, growing up as a kid, you want to go to the biggest school. And when I know you lost some of the offers because of some of the stuff that happened, but why was MTSU the best destination? What about Coach Stockstill made you choose him?
Man, his coaching philosophy, man, his character, everything. His dilemma, man. It's the way he carries himself, how he treats us as players and as men. And he's a player coach at the end of the day, man. He cares about you more than a football player. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't just look at us as another statistic, as another, college everyday coach in his long tenure career. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like I ended off the last question, Coach Polly and Coach Wesley was like a father figure to me. My defensive line coach, they were on me the whole time. No matter who offered me, they didn't pressure me to commit or anything like that. And it's crazy because I was going to go to college for H-back. You know what I'm saying? I was going to go play H-back, tight end, fullback, or whatever. Play a little bit of linebacker in high school too, but y'all know me. I'm one of the big boys who think they're a skill player. I want to play skill player, but I mean, it just wasn't me. I was getting a little bigger. I probably ended high school probably like 250, came to college 250, gained 30, 40 pounds by first game. Vanderbilt at home.
oh, wow.
As a defensive tackle, never played D-line in my life for real until I got here. I mean, it's just a blessing, man. And I think that's the main reason. And I wanted to do business, so like it had all the majors I wanted to do. And I remember I was at Norcross when I came on a visit with my mom and some of my teammates. And I mean, it wasn't just like a packed stadium or any like that. It's just like the feeling I feel like I was home away from home. And at the end of the day, like our parents got so much to say about what we're doing and stuff. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one grinding. You're gonna be the one to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and do this and that. You can't run home, something go down. And I feel like so they had my back. And they could have got rid of me too, man. Just not getting in trouble, but it's just I had to learn, had to grow up, had to mature, and it just kept giving me chances, kept giving me chances. And I think just what was it? I think it was after sophomore year. I was like, man, I don't want to be like this. I got to change, and I got to change right now. And I changed at the right time. And I got hurt 2 days, 20 because I didn't redshirt. I played as a true freshman. Got hurt 2 days before the first game and walked through practice. I feel like that plan was already written. That was supposed to happen. Missed the whole season. That's when I was a D tackle, came as D tackle. First year, second year, I played D tackle and end. And then that third year, I was gonna go strictly to end, and got hurt. Had to sit out the whole year. Came back that COVID year, played end, and so I've just been growing and growing and growing, trying to get my third year, be a captain this year. And I feel like to get where I wanted to go, even just in life, I had to change. Had to, fix the way I talk, the way I present myself, and without Coach Stop and the coaching staff, that wouldn't have been possible.
Yep. I feel that, like you said, the main thing, like you said, is kind of that home away from home feel. Like you said, being around people that's gonna keep your head on straight. And like you said, like I mean, that's growth right there. Just realizing that you got to change. And like you said, that was already written, written in the sky. So luckily, everything kind of has worked out. It's been working out for the best so far. But you kind of spoke about it a little bit already. Transitioning from the athlete to the DL. Like you said, got hurt 2 days before. First game, you're supposed to suit up and everything, but just kind of like talk about like how difficult it may have been or how easy it may have been just to transfer over to that D line. Like you said, ain't never played a position ever. Like you said, play tight end, tote the rock, play linebacker, and play literally everything else but that 3 technique. So kind of how hard or how easy was it just to transfer over into that position, and just how does it feel now? Realizing like kind of like the differences between being that athlete now being that D line.
It's a little funny because, man, when I was about to play D line, I mean, I knew I was coming here to play D line. It wasn't no secret or nothing. But I'm like, man, when I got here, I see these boys. I'm like, man, I'm not feeling like these boys touch me or grab me. Like, I still feel like I'm a pretty boy. You see, I'm still an athlete. Like, I'm supposed to have the ball in my hand or whatever. So I was just so using my quicks. That's I didn't really have hands, or I didn't know how to use them. I didn't know how to like strike and share yet. I was looking. It was unorthodox how I used to flip my hips and do certain drills in practice, but that all takes time and repetition. And I don't think it was just too hard because defensive line is one of the easiest positions to play. It's just like that mindset, bro. Like you gotta have that dog.
Because you in the trenches, yep.
Yeah, you the trenches. That's all you hear. I'm like, man, I'm not no trench. So like I first came freshman year, man, you can ask anybody here, man. I used to be like, man, I ain't gonna piss. I used to try to run real fast, or I used to try to like shake, get a little shifty or whatever. And I kind of, it's kind of crazy, like I'm on defense, but really I'm on offense. Like the old lineman got to stop me, and that's the only position on the field that's like that. I was really offensive players, like so. So once I like started maturing and knowing that, man, like he got to stop what I do, and I got to dictate. He can't dictate what I do. It kind of opened your mind up a little bit. Like I'm really playing receiver. Like I'm really playing basketball still. I can do a Euro step, in and out move, which is a Euro step, and get a set. With some hands or whatever. So I mean, it took a while because I didn't really develop like a toolbox of pass rush moves until the COVID year, maybe even last year. You want to be honest, because that was my most productive season. But I just feel like the more you watch film, the more you dissect the NFL pro scouts, the pro players, and the more you pick up, the more you can break down tape and watch why he do this and certain plays and sets and stuff like that. It makes the pass rush a lot better. I think, and then like I said, I was 250 when I came in. I was first game was like 285. The most I got was like 300. I touched 3 bills.
Yeah.
And I was still a little quick. I just had to switch that mindset. Like I'm not gonna let him get me. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna hit him before he hit me. And you know what I'm saying? It wasn't perfect, but I just take pride too, man. I don't like mom dudes watching the game and seeing me on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people think, but I'm like, my mama watching. Like I know a lot of people feel that way too, but real like then we watch the game on Sunday, watch the tape on Sunday with the team, with the defense, you know what I'm saying, with the D-line, whatever. I know my teammates watching too like that. I don't want to be on the ground when people see me delivering the hit, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, at first I didn't play. I was playing with the chicken wings, wasn't pressing and stuff like that. No pass rush moves, straight snatch and pull. That's not straight. I was trying to bull, but I wasn't. I've always been strong, but I wasn't weight room strong. Like that's one thing, you know what I'm saying, I should have took seriously, bro, weight room. But that kind of got me in trouble at Norcross too, to tell you the truth. I remember one day I was like, oh, man, coach was like, you gotta lift weights. I'm like, coach, I'm already big. I said, I don't need to lift weights. not knowing you lift weights in the season to like fluctuate all that pain and shortages out your body.
Yeah.
Like I'm just being so young and immature. Like I'm not seeing a bigger picture. You don't get stronger in the season. You feel what I'm saying? You get stronger in the off season. But that's just growth. And I'm strong now. I be seeing some of these boys. I'm like, what if I took weightlifting serious in high school? But it would have been different. Like, or what if I put my hand in the ground in high school? How would I be now? Like, but I can't look at it grid on the past because everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
For sure. Feel that.
Biggest difference between high school and college ball, because high school everybody pretty much demand this at your school, but in college everybody is literally the same. It's like the small stuff I talked about last time. It's like the intangibles that separate you, little details. Like you don't get it when you're young. Like you like that stuff don't matter, but when you get to college,
Yeah.
you really separate the ones and the twos and the people that's on scout team. So,
For
what's
sure.
the biggest difference between high school and college ball?
Man, high school, you always can be fast. You could be the strongest. You could be just strong and bull rush everybody the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think I think it's like the technique, bro. Like it could be a cornerback. So he go against a receiver who run a 4 flat or 4-1, 4-2. I'm exaggerating, and he run a what, a 4-8, and he can lock him up in fourth quarter when they both tired because his technique good.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of like the same thing too. Like I could somebody a 6'5" in run a 4-4-4 going against a 6'6", 330. Trying to use his speed rush. He obviously faster than him, but that speed rush not gonna work because he got better technique or he know what he doing against what you doing. He know you're a speed rush guy, so I'm gonna shut the speed down. When I'm gonna get out my set, kick back, and I'm gonna shut the speed down. But what you gonna do next? What's your counter move? Like, so I say the technique part of it because bro, we can all in high school. I know I didn't play D-line in high school, but you could be out your gap and make every play.
Yeah.
In college, you get out your gap, they gonna gas you. If you don't do your assignment, they going it's a big play. And like that's another big thing, like the errors versus I know this not the big leagues or the pros, but like it's the professionalism of it too, bro. And like
Yeah.
everything's so serious, it's year round, we scholarship players or whatever, but they don't know like it's mandatory, everything's mandatory around here. Like you got to do this, you got to do that. I mean, that's why you play football too, man. I think that's the biggest thing too. I mean, of course, you're on your own now. That's a big adjustment from high school, college. Like you ain't got nobody babying you. Um, some of us are in state, some of us are out of state, but I can't just, run into a situation and I'm gonna run back to Atlanta, I'm gonna go back to Georgia. Can't do that. But I think the main thing is like the technique, bro. If you got technique, I mean, you might not be the strongest, you might not be the fastest, you might not be the quickest, but you gonna 75% of the time you're gonna be the best position to win and play or win your rep. So I feel like it's technique for sure.
And one more thing I want to add, like film study, like it DLine, I don't know how much y'all watch, but watching how when the guy's gonna pull, he might be leaning to the right, just the little details. In college, them coaches watch so much film that they know any little thing. Like at MTSU, how much do y'all prioritize film study?
So what I'm saying, my position group got coached by Tommy West, man. I think he was a head coach for 10 plus years. He head coached at Memphis for 10 or 9 years, and he was at DC a year before he was a head coach. He was on staff at South Carolina, was a head coach at Clemson. So he's doing this to be in the game for us. But to say that, I mean, we don't really watch. We watch ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dissect that up and down, inside out. But the biggest thing about him is like we gonna watch the best of the best. Like you say you want to go to the NFL, I'm gonna show you some NFL. Like we watching NFL pass rush, or we gonna watch tech exit. We gonna see how they do it and how they set it up. And you gotta think about the same thing, bro. I'm not going against an NFL tackle, or NFL center, or NFL guard every game or every practice. You know what I'm saying? Neither are they. You know what I'm saying? Or I might play Miami. They might be 6'5", 6'6", or whatever, but they might not have NFL defense. You know what I'm saying? Or Missouri. I'm just throwing teams out there. I'm not trying to throw no shots at somebody. I'm just saying. So like, we watch the best of the best, and like, who else can you watch? You know what I'm saying? And we got practice film, practice tape of them. It's not just game tape. We got them watching the drill work, like just little stuff like that, like taking the proper amount of steps on this rush right here you're trying to do, or turning your hips on your third, fourth step. Just little stuff, making sure you rip above your head. And like another thing I do take away from film too, bro. Like a lot of college players, high school players, they gonna stick their hands right out, knock them down, you gonna win. Like how
Yep.
he just like how can you not win? Somebody sticking both their hands out. Like how do you not
Yep.
knock them hands down and win? In college, you're gonna have probably half, 50, 75% gonna be patient with their hands right here. If your hands patient right here, I can't ain't got nothing to hit. So I gotta make you shoot. And
Yep.
again, I'm the offensive player, he's the defensive player. So in the NFL, the boys all right here. That's why you see a lot of bull rushers too, because they got to respect the speed, the power first, and then once they start bracing for that, they're gonna shoot their hands, and that's when you start knocking the hands up. Or they'll punch with one and post with two. But when you see somebody do this and you lose, it sounds easier than what it is because it take practice, bro. It take like eye coordination, bro. It take the right amount of steps.
Facts.
It take some passion,
Mm-hmm.
all that, bro. Get off. It sounds easy, bro, but I'll be honest, I just relearned last year. Like I just got a tool that I can say I got 3 moves, and those are my 3 moves. I'm not gonna try anything else. Cause if you watch pro tape, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Von Miller, same move, same move, same move. Game 10, same move, doing the same one, getting sacked. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, how does he not stop that move or get another pro? Like, but he's just so good at that one move, or that one move has 3 moves off of it. He's
Yeah.
just so good at it. He can continue to do it because they're not gonna be able to stop it.
Yep. That's what's up. That's kind of you gotta it's perfect your craft. Like you said, you got one move, you perfect that. Like you said, you can counter off 2-3 different things off that one move. So that's what's up. I ain't even obviously, I'm a smaller guy, so I ain't never had to play D line. But that's great. That's great insight right there to even think. Is like most people, like you said, even like all across the board, whether it's like positional rankings, draft, like everything, like nobody really respects the trenches like that, like D line,
Yeah,
offensive line, like anybody really talking about that type stuff.
right.
And because it's not the, like you said, the gloriness of the game, it's not the prettiness of the game. And
Mhm.
y'all the most respected people because y'all really was running like literally running the game. Like,
Right.
ain't no breakaway touchdown if it ain't offensive line. Ain't no, like you said, like game winning sack, Aaron Donald over the Super Bowl this past year. Ain't none of that if you ain't got great athletes on the defensive line like that. So big respects to y'all. Like I said, just that insight to even think about that. Like you said, it seemed easy, but it's really not. And I really respect that for sure. But kind of next thing, kind of moving on. Real quick, before I ask this question too, I didn't get to ask it when we was kind of talking about maybe your choice and why you went to MTSU. Obviously, you said it that you knew when you went there you was going to play defensive line. Just real quick before you kind of talk about things that you may have changed coming into college, like was there a different college that you were thinking about going to before MTSU, and like what position were you talking about maybe being played going there?
See, I could have, Arizona, Baylor, H-back. I didn't really have a lot of defense offers. I know Missouri had offered me again late. Syracuse. Um, yeah. I could. I mean, it was some smaller schools too, but I was really, 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 really wanting to play H-back, fullback in college, tight end, but that ain't, that's not who I am. I was happy last year, man. We had a offensive coordinator here who made my dreams come true, man. I was playing offense in the red zone last year, got me a little catch. My teammates say I should have scored, but I mean, I was in the H-back, went out for a little flat route. I mean, went out act like I was gonna block, kind of planted, bro. The line, I guess they seen us running the run play the whole time on film. Bro, I think it's 4th down or 30, one of the two. I think it's 4th down and red zone, crucial play. Bro, I was a cornerback, a linebacker, somebody you rush out, you scream off the edge and try to cut me. So I gotta jump over him, avoid it, hit the flat, caught the ball. I said, man, I'm gonna get out of bounds. I said, man, take my legs out. I ain't got it in me no more to, try to run somebody over. I probably could, but I was like, man, it's first quarter, the second quarter, I was like, I'm gonna get out of bounds and live for another down, man.
Yep. I feel that. Kind of like the things, like you said, you already kind of talked about it, like the things that you realize you matured, you grown, realize there are certain things that happen, whether it be high school or early college year, that's things that you had to change to get better. So kind of like being, the man that you are now, the player that you are now, what are some of those things that you wish you would have changed, mentally, physically, whatever the case may be, coming into your freshman year, if you knew it now or knew it then?
Man, first of all, I'll say the weight room. I'll say just being a robot, being professional to your routine, bro. Because you got some knuckleheads like me come to college, have fun, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do that, experience college, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do it within the framework. You know what I'm saying? But and you got some people who come to college freshmen like they been in college before. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going down. Like they know how to treat their body. They know what to put in their body. Know what to eat, what to drink. Like little stuff like that. It's like, if I could have did that a year sooner, if I could have flipped my instead of flipping it going into junior year, if I could have flipped it, you know what I'm saying, maybe sophomore year, you know, because freshmen gonna be freshmen, bro. And I think one thing that did help me, bro, is I was losing position and I just had a mindset. I was like, I don't want to redshirt. I don't want to redshirt. Like, so I was just like, I just had that mode. Like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Like, if I'm gonna be out my gap, I'm gonna make a play. Or if I can't make a play, I'm gonna sprint to the ball. Like, I'm gonna get to the ball. I'm gonna be first D-line to the ball. Or, you know what I'm saying? We call it chasing the rock, chase the ball. So like y'all, you know what I'm saying, you break 40 yards, 50 yards down the field, coach wanna see us running right after him, you know what I'm saying? Or he wanna see us pass the linebacker up to chase, you know, chasing the ball. Just
That's why
that
you do
effort,
pursuit drills.
that
Pursuit drills.
vision, that passion, like, and we, you know what I'm saying, we got a faster bunch. We're not the tallest or the biggest, but we are all fast, and you know what I'm saying, we all got some type of gift with some type of speed or agility or some type of footwork that we can use. And so yeah, I feel like the big, yeah, I mean, I would say weight, I mean film and stuff, but that all comes where you being in the game, and you know what I'm saying, we don't really watch too much film in high school. You do, but you know it's not too much. And unless you're going against a good really team or a good, really good team or you're in the playoffs or something like that. So I wouldn't say that. So I'll say yeah, weight, um, and that just how you cover, bro. And the little stuff like that, because who knows how I'll be feeling right now. I feel good, but just that longevity matters, bro. That stretching, I wish I changed that to my flexibility. Cause that, you know, you get older, man. You know, little league ball, we get out of the car, man, hit some 6 inches, we ready to play. Throw the cleats on now, bro. It's like, bro, it take you 45 minutes to an hour before you even stretch with the team to get ready. You know what I'm saying? But that's just part of age, and that's just like some of them league boys, they get hurt, and like you in college, it might take 6 months. You get to the league, it might take you a year. I'm like, God, leave, it's because of age, bro. And you know what I'm saying? We older now. But that's something I'll give some advice to somebody younger than me, man, about to come to college.
I feel that.
You know, you've had some good games, especially last year. You know, this I guess you would call this your breakout season. But what's the best game of your college career so far? And like, you know, in the stat sheet, it wasn't the best game, but
Yeah,
you know what you did because they don't know. Like, it doesn't always show
yeah,
up in the stat book what a D lineman does.
yeah.
So, what you got?
I got a couple, but I'll go back to my freshman year. We played ODU last game of the season. We got some stuff we do like player of the game. It's called Warrior of the Week. Like we do one for offense, one for defense, and like the whole year, like we do something we grade out as a winner. So you got to have more like your production plays and how many. Your plays and how many errors you do in those plays is like averaged out or whatever, like or like production points. So it go, you know, so it'll fluctuate up and down, and basically you got to have a certain amount of busts or errors in the plays you're in to be graded a winner. And like the whole year, bro, I feel like I had a good game, this and that. But really, I didn't have a good game because I had about 4 or 5 busts, even though might have had like 5 or 6 tackles, you know what I'm saying, and 2 tackles nose spot. I didn't understand that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just out there running around, feel like I'm doing something, but I wasn't a good football player yet. I had ability, but I wasn't a good football player yet. Me being mature, just being honest, I had ability, but I wasn't good at football, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm making these plays, but if people in the stands look good, but to the coach and film, I'm getting chewed out because we can get hurt right there. You know what I'm saying? Or we might have got hurt, and I just, you know what I'm saying, just did something to make a play. But freshman year out there, the last game of the season, ODU, they had a really good quarterback. We was raving about running quarterback. I think he was a true freshman too. Was pretty good. I injured him before the half. I was at nose guard. This one I was at D tackle nose guard too, and I was flying around, but I was everywhere. I just had so much fun. That was a game before we went to a bowl game too. And I think my best game, bro, will probably be last year against Southern Miss. I don't know, my family was there, my pops, you know, so I don't got my pops in my life no more, but I was just real close with my auntie, his sister, and then they came, and I know every game they used to try to come to, either COVID canceled the game or I was hurt sophomore year, and they came, but my chest was hurting, like my pec was messed up or something. I'm trying not to tell her. I'm like, man, I'll just tell her later on. I'll be straight. I felt bad. So it was like Wednesday, bro. I'm like, Auntie, man, Auntie, I said, I don't know if I'm gonna play. I'm hurting. Like, she like, oh Lord, so they didn't book the hotel and got a rental car. But bro, I'm so happy, man. God works, man, for real, because they came, man, braced up, had a blast, had a great game. It was my best game of the year last year for sure. And I mean, I don't want to be selfish because still have some sacks and stuff, but there's other games too where I was real productive, but mine haven't showed up in the stat sheet, you know what I'm saying? But that's just being a team player, and I look at it as like, what I'm saying, I want to win my matchup by doing my job, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to try to get this gap when I know that's the linebacker's gap and I miss a play outside, you know what I'm saying? Or I get selfish and I miss somebody else up, you know what I'm saying? That's not who I am as a player. I believe in, what I'm saying, making other people around you better and, what I'm saying, when everybody do their job and, what I'm saying, when everybody believes in that, everybody eat, you know what I'm saying, even regardless or not, if you make a play or not.
For sure.
And I just try to win my one-on-one, bro. It's like, Thad, you in the game, coach call a play, it's a one-on-one situation. You expect you to throw a fade ball or a jump ball, and he expect you to make that pass.
Yeah.
He calling your number, so coach call your number, he expect you to get home, and I don't want to let nobody down, you know what I'm saying? That's why we work so hard. And you ain't gonna win every rep. That's what some people don't understand too, but you're not gonna win every rep. But yeah, them my type of games. I had a fun game against Malik Willis too. He's tough.
2 sacks. You had 2 sacks, right?
I think I had 2.5, bro. That was a fun game, but I also missed like 2 or 3 too, because that boy's different. Like that's probably the coldest dude I've played against. He cold for sure, bro.
That's what's
he
up.
Cold.
Yep. And he said definitely want to be a team player, team guy, and some of those things that have happened have now they're coming to fruition and they're showing. And like I said, this year coming in, on some watch lists. One of the ones I think I don't know if it just happened today or happened yesterday, but you just got the Chuck Bednarik Award. That's big because that's for best defensive player in the country, I believe. So on the watch list for that, and then also the Warfel Award as well, which I know is big for giving back in the community and everything. So kind of just talk about some of these just what it means to kind of be on the watch list for some of these awards and kind of like what it's been like building up to even be recognized for these type of things, because I know like you have been doing a lot of different things in the community. I think you just put on a camp. I don't know the age group. You just put on a football camp. Did a lot of different things, giving back to the homeless and everything like that. And like you said, just obviously one to start a defensive lineman on your team, and like you said, being recognized for possibly be on the watch list for being one of the best defensive players in the country. So kind of what does it mean to you, and it's just all the work that you put in to even be recognized for in this spot and position.
Yeah, man. First, I would just want to talk about those giving back community awards, man. It's a blessing to be, recognized as one of those people. Because, like I say, man, I don't think I was never ever a selfish guy though. But I I have felt like I put myself before certain things that I shouldn't have, and not thinking about the other people around me, whether it's mom or them affecting somebody or teammates or whatever. Like I said, talking about that influence earlier. But just to go again, like my mom's been by my side, she's just had so many men like who aren't, blood family to me, just help me, bro. Take me under their wing and just, just groom me, give me, constructive criticism or whatever it may be, punish me or whatever, give me a ride to practice every day or whatever it may be, like. And that's nothing compared to what other people go through, So I just got something in my heart, man. Just want to start so many nonprofits. I used to want to start a boys' home when I was in high school. That's all nonprofit. You got to do that stuff all out of pocket. So I don't do this, for the money. I just do this to help other people, man, to provide relief to other people, man. I started an organization last year on Christmas, my mom's birthday on Christmas, called Hands Worldwide, and there's no general, like no specific, like it's a broad, it's a broad topic of what my motive is. But I feel like, once I get legit, get a website and get the 501c3 where I can get donations and stuff, that's when I'm gonna just pinpoint something. But as of right now, like it might be cold winter outside, me and the defensive line we gained by 100 blankets, just pass them out to homeless people or feeding the homeless on holidays, or it you know what I'm saying, it might get to a point where a couple years down the road, I might feed this population or whatever area this is
Mhm.
free milk every Thursday or every Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm gonna narrow it down like that. But as of right now, I'm just providing a relief and giving things like that they need to help them in that time. You know what I'm saying? It's random right now, or I might have an idea and I'm like, oh, what you think about this? Like, let's go feed the homeless, or let's go over here to this homeless shelter where moms and kids need clothes and diapers and you know what I'm saying, cosmetics. So that's how I do it right now. And I wanna I used to have to my coach kinda told me this summer, man, I went through more and more and more and more like
Mhm.
back to school drive, backpack drive, had all this stuff lined up, but he was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you gotta," he said, "You're doing everything so good, but he said you gotta slow down." And
Yeah.
he said you're gonna burn yourself out. And you know what I'm saying, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I wanna help so many people, but the time gonna come and I just had to be patient, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to ramble about that, man. It's just,
No,
you know,
you
so thank
good.
you,
Good.
man, because so many people helped me, man, and I am who I am today because of that reason. And as far as those other awards, man, I just try to stay steady, man, stay humble, just take one day at a time. 'Cause, you know, some people, my younger me, will probably let this stuff get to my head, man. And I'm not saying I be walking around with my chest out, but you know what I'm saying? You got something in your head saying, like, you that guy, but you're not that guy because it's preseason. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
Mhm.
ain't happened yet. And what you did last year ain't going to dictate what you do this year. And I just know, like, I got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, change my family life or to even live out one of my dreams that you know what I'm saying, that I feel like God has in store for me. Just got to keep him first, that I can live out. And whatever it takes, man. If I, you know what I'm saying, you can end up on every one of these lists and you don't make it to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean nothing at the end of the day. So I mean, it's an honor, it's a blessing that you know what I'm saying, I'm getting recognized for these stuff, but I just can't let the accolades get to me, man. And without my teammates, my coaches, my family, I wouldn't have any of these awards. You know what I'm saying, or even being recognized for any of these awards.
Facts.
That's real.
So I just try to stay steady, man, stay humble, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You know, end of the year I might have the best stats out of the whole group, and I don't make the list. You know what I'm saying? So you just
Mhm.
you just gotta you just gotta keep on pushing, man. Just keep on going. Take one day at a time.
For sure, for sure. Like I said, I feel that for sure. And with with your nonprofit and everything as well, like that was kind of like, eventually I've had some of those same thoughts. Me and Thad kind of had these same thoughts, even with this podcast, kind of eventually transforming over and doing certain things like that. So
Yeah,
obviously we know each other, so off air we're gonna chop it up. But definitely something like
yeah,
anytime with anything, if you need our help, we definitely
yeah,
we locked in and we'll do whatever we can to contribute, because that's something I've
yeah,
wanted to do as well and give back, because we feel your story kind of had the same background, have gone through some of the same things. So definitely something that, touches our hearts as well. And, so of course, when everything settles down, like you said, when you're good, everything settles down, you can, be able to put in that time, put in that work to help others. We right there with you. We're going to definitely help
sure.
for sure. So,
Let's do it.
um, I feel it. So another thing, kind of like, we kind of just want to hit on some of the hot topics, or like, kind of, wraps up some of the things about you, but just kind of like your
Mhm,
thoughts and everything that's kind of going on around the world of football. So of course, NIL is pretty new, just got introduced last year, with the
mhm,
NCAA. So kind of just like, what was your initial thoughts? Thad and I are obviously big advocates of,
mhm,
guys getting, being able to, get these deals off their name, image, and likeness, to able to, support themselves and their families, because obviously we know the type of things that y'all go through, the grind that y'all got to go through, and y'all don't have much time obviously to make money or have money or get money,
mhm,
during your time in college. And obviously NCAA is making millions off the backs of y'all anyway. So
for sure.
just want to kind of get your ideas, your thoughts on it, NIL, what's it meant to you so far, how it's helped or you maybe hurt teams or players in certain
Mhm.
in certain spots that you've seen, and just maybe some deals that you may have been able to ink as well.
All right, bet. So yeah, we kind of talked about this at the we had a Conference USA Media Day last week, and they were asking about like the positives and negatives for the NIL deal. And not to disrespect anybody on here, but I'm just gonna keep it real. But like some of the positives, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys are former football players, or know some former football players who we all used to struggle and stress about NIL. And now you guys get to see college athletes get to get paid or get to, you know what I'm saying, put themselves out like they should be, even though colleges are still gonna make millions of dollars off of us, bro. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Entertainment, and you know what I'm saying? Just like the NFL entertainment, they can get paid for it, but I think it's a blessing, man, because and you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things, whether it's free gear, you know what I'm saying? Some people might
Mm-hmm.
be on ads, or, you know what I'm saying, can get marketing managers or marketing partners and get them different NIL deals. And You get money. You can get money. I know some people get like NIL from car dealerships, bro. But like the biggest thing people don't realize, these are so new, man. So those companies, bro, are really going to those Power Five guys, bro, and people with those big time names, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's fresh, but it's on me. You know what I'm saying? It's on myself and whatever school I'm at. If they do, you know what I'm saying, really care about it, to help us push ourselves out there, and you know what I'm saying, get opportunities. And like at first, bro, I was like, man, I'm not worried about that NIL. I'm just want to play football. Like, you know what I'm saying, that stuff can get to your head. You know, at the end of the day, that stuff can get to your head. But I'm just like, man, I'm gonna stay steady. I'm gonna lock in on this football, and I'm gonna be a professional. I'm a professional. I feel like NILs make you feel like you're a professional. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get paid, and you can get paid a lot of money. I know it's some kinks to it and stuff, but you can't really get in trouble for it no more. You know what I'm saying? We're selling a jersey or signing autographs for money, all that stuff good, and that's another reason why I did that camp, man. Because I was like, man, I want to change around here, and you know what I'm saying, I did it through the organization or whatever, but it was free. First and sixth grade free, sponsored shirt, Gatorade bottles, trainer, all that. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
you
what's
know what
up.
I'm saying? Maybe next year down the road, it might be an annual thing, but I might bring that same camp back to Georgia, do one here. And you know, I might do it in Georgia next year. Say I do charge, I'm gonna get the money straight to an organization, nonprofit organization. It's gonna be nothing for me, you know what I'm saying? But if I do it here, I just wanna, you know, start things for other people, man. And you know what I'm saying? I came back from my speech here, I'm older than everybody. I just gotta feel like I gotta do something different. That's why I got baptized, man, give my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, next year guys got that confidence, like, oh, we at a smaller school, I can do this, or oh, we're gonna have a good showing. At the end of the day, it's for the kids, man. It's not for my pleasure. It's to put a smile on their faces, for them to get autographs, signed gear for free, and just hang out. And some negatives about it, man. It's crazy because you know what I'm saying, you might got a son who in 12th grade never stepped foot on college campus, man. He getting paid six figures for some company. He ain't played college football yet. They don't even know he's gonna be good or not. Or, you know what I'm saying, it might mess up a team, you know what I'm saying, with this guy feel like he that. And it might be a guy, it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying, I see this all over the country, bro. It's a guy who don't get a rep, might be verified, he might got NIL, this and that, but he ain't did nothing on the grass yet. So
Yep.
it's kind of like a slap in the face, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To somebody who, you know what I'm saying, putting in the hours, putting blood, sweat, and tears into it. But at the end of the day, man, if he more marketable than me, I'm gonna
Yep.
go with
That's what
him.
I'm gonna say.
Just me being a businessman or being a businessman, I don't care how
Go,
many
go.
stats you got. I don't care how many touchdowns you got. I'm gonna go with who gonna be more marketable and who gonna get me what I want, what I'm looking for. And I got a couple now, and I'm really starting to take it serious now, man, because we got a little this place in town called Slick Kick Barbecue. My whole defense line, we all part of it. We get free meals every month, eat whatever, put out posts or whatever. That's what they expect to do. It might be a little t-shirt. We got our own t-shirts made from them. I just started another NIL deal with another little spot here in town. It's called Tennessee Golf Station. It's not virtual because virtual is when you wear. It's like a gaming center. Like uh, I don't. I got. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for not knowing exactly what it's called. But
Nah, you good.
it's like a game simulator. It's like a simulator. You know what I'm saying? Hit
Yeah, I
golf
know.
balls on tee. So
Yeah.
his simulator. He paying. You're gonna get paid from now to December, bro. And just opportunities, bro. And it's, you know what I'm saying. Some more people. I was just like, man, I'm not doing that, man. I don't want no gear with my name on this stuff. And it's not about me just being like, oh, I'm not good enough or something like that. I'm just like, I don't want to be distracted, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'll be wrong if I didn't take advantage of it this year, you know what I'm saying? And even just to motivate other people to just keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like with CSA Media Day, bro. I mean, I was a freshman. I've seen them boys go out to Texas, fly on a private jet, whatever, go out there with the coach and represent the team. I'm like, man, I want to do that one day. And it don't matter if it took me 8 years. I had to stay here 8 years to go do that. I mean, my dream came true. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to motivate other people who just like me, freshman came in hard headed, or just even somebody quiet and he can be more outgoing and more vocal or whatever. I just want to motivate them, like, it's possible, it's here, like we can do it, like, you know what I'm saying? We got what it takes.
Exactly. That.
And with the NCAA, sorry, I got to go on this.
Yeah.
This is another thing they were talking about. They talking about like the restructuring or the conferences and stuff like that. Man,
Oh,
it's an opportunity to travel. It's an opportunity to go to different places, see different fan bases, see different cultures. Man, put the ball down. Let's play. It don't matter. Like, and that, you know what I'm saying? My team, say, I know Marshall and Sunbelt, say Marshall goes to the American, or say we go to the American. We're going to get American caliber players. You know what I'm saying? Or Texas go to the SEC, they're going to get smashed. They ain't going to be no good out there, but why would you not want to play in the SEC? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not? That's another. We might play Texas. That's an SEC game instead of it being what they in the Pac-12. What conference they
Big
in?
12. Big
So
12.
That's an SEC game on the schedule instead of a Big 12 game. You know what I'm saying? So for a school like a Group of Five school, like it's just an opportunity, bro. And other teams coming up who like JMU, they were in North Dakota State Conference. They're going to Sunbelt this year. We played them game one. It's just opportunities, bro. You get to go so many different places, bro. And that's without football, I would never travel this much. You know what I'm saying? For free. I know it might be for a day or two, but that's fun, man. The COVID stuff kind of took a hit a little bit, but then we get back on track. Fans back in the stands, having some fun. And it's man, look. I mean, I know these old heads be stressed out and stuff. I'm new school, so I'm taking it all in.
No, I feel that it's all the experience with and I love how the games evolve with players getting paid because, like you said, colleges get all the money and y'all the one putting in the work. And then with the NCAA, them expanding the FCS school, going to FBS, and people joining Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC, it's all the experience, and you just got to take it all in. Like I know, you talked about when you got hurt, like before the Michigan game. I know that was probably a dream of yours to play in the big house,
Right.
play against what's his name, Chris Hinton, one of your
My
boys. So
mom from there too, bro. I was
yeah,
ready.
it's
I
all
was
about the
ready.
experience, all
I
about
was,
it.
but like like you know what I'm saying. You go to Michigan, and everybody got their tradition. You get out there, it's 7 o'clock game one. I'm on the sideline dressed in jumpsuit, flashlights going off everywhere. Boy, you getting chills. I'm like, what? Stadium goes straight up, so it's loud. You go to Virginia Tech, they got their own little
Yeah,
tradition. Whatever song they come out to, man, we I'm like, boy, I'm getting chills, like, but this jump, this lit, like,
yeah.
and I'm just thinking, like, man, imagine playing that environment every Saturday, bro. Like, don't matter if it's 12 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you're gonna be rocking. You know what I'm saying? You driving to the game, you see people tailgating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever they doing, flipping birds, holding signs up. Fans sitting right behind the bench, close as heck, talking
talking
trash.
crazy,
You
talking crazy.
talking crazy. You got to stay focused. They drunk. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You in college football, man. You trying to go to the NFL, man. You can't take this. What they talking about right here? Well, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. But yeah, bro. It's just then y'all know I had fun going to Georgia, bro. We
Of
played
course.
UGA sophomore year.
Yep.
Had a blast, bro. It's kind of funny, bro. First play in the game, bro, I got hurt. I said, man, look. Ended up being out 2-3 games out of that high ankle sprain. I said, I'm not coming out this game, bro.
Oh, that adrenaline was running.
This one, I'm gonna have to spat, limp,
Yep.
whatever. I'm not coming out. My family here. End up, you know what I'm saying? End up persevering, bro. Got a half a sack on Jake, bro. And I didn't know how to pass because I was out there running. I really wasn't in my rush lane. It kind of rolled out, looped out, sacked him. You know what I'm saying? One of my boys, and that was it for me, bro. That was everything for me. Hometown
Yep.
kid. So yeah, just being able to go to those different places and upsetting Syracuse at Syracuse and the carried on. I think that's what it's called. It was fun. Um, Played Vandy my first game as a freshman at home, SEC school. Nervous as hell, but we got through it. Got had the butterflies.
Yeah.
There's so many different opportunities, bro. So many different opportunities.
Facts. Kind of like you said, you kind of spoken to all the different, the different places, different things you've been able to see, and some of these guys, I'm sure that you probably about to name, went to some of these places, or face some of this competition, or like you said, even had to hear it from some of these drunk fans and stuff. So, kind of like 3 guys either that you model your game off of, like you said, we are, like you've been saying, you kind of just learned how to play defensive line maybe last year, but some of the guys that you maybe been able to watch in film that you feel like is the top 3 D-line in the game right now, and that you may model your game off of, to be the player that you are.
So I'll say 3 I model my game after is I'll say 4 too. Is I'll say what's his name? I'm tripping. Brandon Graham. What's that? Am I tripping?
For Philly?
Philly, yeah.
Brandon Graham, because he my style, my stout. You know what I'm saying? I got similar game to him. As far as like just me envisioning myself in the NFL, so we got different bags, but just give me hope. You know what I'm saying? Give me confidence that I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Him. I love the spin move, so I look at the White Freeney a lot. Love the spin move, kind of same size, same build. I look at Marvin. I know Marvin was strong. Marvin Harris. I know he's strong as a ox, but you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Same size, same build, whatever, same position type. Um, I look at them three. Who else did I say I look at? I watch a lot of because I said we watch Pro Tay. I watch a lot of DeMarcus Lawrence, his little in and out move. Khalil. That's when I first really learned just trying to play with power. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come with it every time. You know what I'm saying? You can't just some people ain't strong enough to just go place them and walk somebody every time. You gotta come with everything you got. And like just the pad level. I say them my main one right there, but for sure, Brandon Graham for sure, Dwight Freely, and Marvin, and Khalil for sure. And top three in the game, gotta give it to AD number one. Um,
Of course.
I gotta go TJ. TJ tough, man. TJ Watt tough.
Well, yeah.
TJ Watt tough. And this third one, this third one is. I'm just trying to think of somebody just dominant, but Vaughn again, old. Khalil again, old. It's a tough one. It's gonna be an end for sure though.
Mm-hmm.
What about that boy down in Cleveland?
Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett. But the thing about Miles, bro, he's 6'5", bro, from being like he's 5'5", like that's God given ability. That's freaky, bro. Like
His
I'm
40 time was
6'1",
crazy too.
Yeah.
fast, bro, and cut up, like, bro. I can't bend like that. And I'm 6'1", 6'2", you know what I'm saying? So that's just that freaky. That's just that freaky stuff I'm talking about right there, bro. AD freaky. A lot of people don't know. AD really 260. He ain't 270. He ain't 280. He's 260. He's just real good at what he do, bro. And he's explosive, hands. He's a student of the game. You can't stop him.
At all.
But you know what I'm saying? People who hate on him say he's not good in the run game, but you look in the run game, he make plays in the run too. He might do it differently, he might look different, but he's dominant. You can't say he can't. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go down one of the greatest tackles ever. It's not already there, just him
Yeah.
between him and Warren.
Yeah.
But I just know, so you look up Warren, that's what Warren say he's not good in the run. But Warren being the best tackle in the history of the NFL, of course he's gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So based off, go ahead. Go ahead. I was about to ask you, based off your answer, like how you was talking about the D linemen, your favorite, the ones you model your game after. At the next level, you trying to play 5 or 6 technique permanently.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying, you talk to the agents or whatever, they all, you know what I'm saying, tell you what the teams are saying or just what their insights are and what they think. Right now, a lot of them saying I'll play a 5 technique and a 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know what I'm saying, drop some weight, play rushing edge, outside linebacker type. Um, Man, I even know some teams might want me as a D tackle, might gain 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Play D tackle, but like I say, bro, it's our dream. It's a dream. We all got dreams, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't care if I got to play nose guard. They want me 330. I'm gonna do 330, bro, and try to master it the best I can. I don't care if I got to play special teams 5 years before I get snapped on defense. I'm gonna do it. I know I'm saying this all now, but and it's not gonna be easy. It's not easy, but whatever opportunity presents yourself, when training come in December, like when you know what I'm saying, when I find 80 or whatever and go train in January, it's all work. I don't care
Yep.
what position. And I know everything right now in these next 6 months gonna take care of itself, or 4 months, 5 months. It's gonna all take care of itself. So you just gotta take day by day, and when they tell me what a position to play, I'm gonna be ready to go.
Facts. So honestly, I'm kind of segueing into our last topic, and again, appreciate you for your time and all the wisdom, everything that you presented on the show today, bro. It's obviously, great show, great time to have you on. Obviously, just great chopping it up with you and just listening to your story and everything that you've been through and kind of like the man and player that you are today. So kind of just wanted to hit on maybe some of those things that personal team expectations for this year. Just what we should expect out of MTSU football.
We coming for sure. We you know what I'm saying. We lost a lot of people last year, whether it's Porter or being COVID year, and you know what I'm saying. He had guys with extra years that's gone now, so you know what I'm saying. They writing us off, and you know what I'm saying. We try not to look at not so much of us writing us off, put us bottom of the list and see what say, but it's more so as like we ain't got people right here ready to go, ready to play right now, and make plays. So I'm excited for these boys to show what they can do, and personal goals, man, is is to be successful with these guys, man, and win championships. That's the only thing I haven't done in college football yet. Won a bowl game, went to a bowl game. Was really good. Played one against a Power Five school. What 2-3 times I've been here, maybe 2 times. Being at every big college, one of the every biggest schools in the country. So I think it's that, man. I try not to, you know what I'm saying. I got goals or whatever, but I try not to pinpoint myself, man. I just try to. I feel like if I play defense and do my job, man, everything else will take care of itself, man. And I want to, you know what I'm saying. Of course, I want to do Senior Bowl and all that type of stuff, but I just feel like if I take care of business these next 5 months, everything gonna come through.
Hey, that's real. Honestly, it's a lot of. You're not even small school. Group of 5 guys that are on the radar, and all you got to do is ball. Like coaches told you all the time, if you can play, they're gonna find you. So
exactly.
You put in the work, you stay prayed up, and I'm pretty sure everything gonna work out. And last question, really, before we go on, what's your favorite matchup? Because I know y'all play Miami this year, and I'm a Florida State fan, so I hope y'all smash them. But
yeah, man, it's probably Miami for sure. Just because like that's a money game, realistically. Like, that's gonna be circle. So like, this is my last year. When I come out, they're gonna watch that game, and I know that they're gonna watch every game. But that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, pinpointed on the schedule for scouts or agents or whatever. So I'm excited for that game for sure. But man, I feel like you know what I'm saying. It's up with everybody. Just being real, like I'm hungry though. You know what I'm saying. I feel, not to talk about, you know what I'm saying, accolades or whatever last year, but they, you know what I'm saying, they gotta feel me though. They gotta feel us. They gotta feel the whole team. So I'm excited because, like I said, like so many guys left and they talking about all these holes in the team we ain't got and what but they gonna see. So and just all words right now. We just gotta work. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna go to camp. So I don't want to say too much. I know we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be ready to go though. Coach Stock gonna make sure we're ready to go for sure.
Exactly. Facts. You heard it here first. MTSU football. Y'all better tune in. Like I said, Jordan said it's up. So
hey, Prez, you heard him. You heard him, Prez. You watch his back.
Yep. Miami finna take the quick L. Like I said, I'm a Florida fan, so obviously I want to see that as well. But again,
I got y'all.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Well, as always, bro, like good luck in camp. Obviously, we know that's right around the way. Obviously, good luck on this season, everything that's coming your way. Because they were probably gonna chop it up and get one of these maybe reunion shows or talk again soon when everything settles down your way, like you said. But again, appreciate your time, appreciate everything, like I said, the wisdom and just talking with us today on the show and just everything that brought to us. And like you said, we definitely, anything that you need from us, any type of help we can bring to your nonprofit or just anything in general, we here and we definitely will lock in with you for sure.
Appreciate y'all, man. It's my first podcast, man. I had a good time with y'all, man. I ain't mean to ram, but y'all know I be rambling.
Nah,
bro. This, man. I know y'all said 30, 45 minutes. I keep looking at the time like, man, I'm talking too much.
Nah, you good. It was really
for y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We be here all day. We can talk. We chop it up. We fine with it. It's really for you. But like you said, never rambling. I said all facts, all wisdom. Just all good vibes and a great talk for sure. But that any last words, anything that you had on your mind?
My fault. I really want y'all boys to come check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't seen me since freshman year, because I was a puppy trying to earn my stripes freshman year, man. I'm all grown up now, man. Y'all come check us out, man. It's gonna be a good little time, man. And y'all will.
Yeah, we ain't even too far away. I might have to make that trip up there for sure for a home game.
Take care of y'all boys for sure. We're gonna have a good time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get we'll talk it up. We'll figure it out. Me and Thad get up that way for sure.
Yeah, but man. I was just gonna say I appreciate the time once again. Like you really grown up, and I'm glad to see what God's done with you, and you got big things in store. So just proud to see your growth and stuff, and stay healthy in camp and ball out. This your last go round. People say that all the time. Last go round, so got to make it the best one.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man, for having me on, man, believing in me, bro, and seeing the vision, bro, and just growth, bro. Y'all know I can't come on here lying like y'all don't know who I am. So, and you know what I'm saying? I get off on the call like, boy, lying the whole time. Nah. I appreciate y'all, man. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I used to not be a practice player and stuff like that, man. I'm just blessed, man. Sometimes, I do need emotional because I ain't supposed to be here, bro, for so many different reasons, but it's God's plan, man, at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God's plan. And again, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for watching, for tuning in, commenting, retweeting, all those different things for sure. Appreciate Off the Ball Network for giving us a platform. Make sure y'all follow back and watch this on Instagram, Facebook, What the Game Means to Me, Twitter, WTG MTM Podcast as well. Forgot, Ferg, let them know where they can follow you at before we drop off as well.
Yeah, you can hit me up on Twitter, Joe Ferg _91, and my Instagram is 9 Superior. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop it, man.
So we'll tag it and everything once we get off here. Like I said, we're gonna retweet it, put it on the different budget platforms and everything anyway. But yeah, we got you. Make sure you guys tune in, follow Ferg, follow his journey, and check out MTSU football this upcoming year. But again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Another great episode, and we'll definitely be back with some more. Catch you guys next time.